From your hyper-local weather source, this is your Norcast Weather Update.
As a medical director, I work closely with all our providers as well as the nursing staff to ensure we provide top-notch quality care for all our residents. Seeing every resident achieving their goal and being satisfied with our care gives me a lot of pride to be part of the team of preferred care at Absecon.
Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. Meteorologist Brittany Trumpy here. Today was beautiful, bright and sunny. Overnight tonight we're going to see clear skies, temperatures falling down into the low 40s and 30s, or upper 30s. So if you have some of those temperature sensitive plants or anything like that, bring them inside this afternoon before we get too cold. Tomorrow we're back up in the upper 60s, maybe low 70s if you're lucky. Bright blue skies, a lot of sunshine out there, just a whole lot of nothing going on for this week for us here across the Northeast. We do see those kind of cool and comfortable temperatures stick around for the end of the work week. Saturday we bump up a little bit. We'll see the humidity back up into the 50s, so the nice kind of crisp, refreshing air will briefly leave us before it returns next week, and we'll see those temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for Saturday and Sunday. So a little bit of a warm up on the way, nothing crazy, but definitely some warmer weather. Let's talk about Hurricane Milton right now. A Category 4 hurricane. It's starting to make that move up to the northeast. It's going to be closing in on Florida by kind of late Wednesday into early Thursday. It should still be at least a Category 3 hurricane at that point, possibly a high-end Category 3, possibly a low-end Category 4. As it crosses over Florida, it will weaken, eventually turning into a Category 1 hurricane and then a tropical storm by the weekend, and then moves out into the Atlantic and makes its way further away from us. One of the biggest concerns with this storm is going to be the storm surge potential. Where the center of that storm moves on shore, we're going to be seeing anywhere from 10 to 15 foot storm surge in and around those locations. Even away from the coastline, you got to think about the geography and the topography of Florida. It's all very low lying, but we also have a bunch of bays and waterways where the water just gets stacked up. And even if you are not on the ocean facing front side of the coastline, you are going to be seeing that 10 to 15 foot storm surge much further inland. The track of this storm is going to be very important, because if it decides to move just so much as 10 miles further to the south and not move over Tampa, all of a sudden Tampa looks a lot better off. But then down towards Sarasota and Laurel, instead of seeing 6 to 10 foot storm surge, you're going to be in that 10 to 15 foot storm surge. And then down towards Cape Coral and Fort Myers, instead of a 4 to 8, you're looking closer at 6 to 10. So over the next couple of days, as that storm moves closer, exactly where the center of that storm passes is going to be extremely important. We have hurricane warnings as well as hurricane watches. We have severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. We're going to see some tornado watches and warnings as that storm moves a little bit closer. So it's going to be a messy couple of days, kind of starting tomorrow and continuing through our Thursday. We're going to see some very strong wind gusts. This is where we're going to have impacts further away from the coastline. The storm surge is going to be one of the bigger impacts and one of the more immediate impacts, and that's going to be again closer towards the water. But even areas in central Florida, well away from the coast, are going to be in that range where they could see 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's going to cause damage to roofs, to trees, to any structure in and around that 100-mile-per-hour, maybe 90-mile-per-hour wind speeds. Is going to be having some damage. Then away from the center of that storm on the north end, we're going to be seeing some very heavy rainfall. We're looking at anywhere from about 6 to 8, 10 to 15 inches of rain possible as that storm moves across Florida. So flash flooding on areas that are just dealing with the rain is going to be a concern as well. Here at home, sunshine, temperatures in the 60s through Friday, a little bit of a warm up for this weekend, and then we're cooling back down next week. Okay, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll check back in with you later on tonight with your bedtime forecast.